I'm trying not to laugh, Joe. Stop.
Anyways, I wish I saw a little bit.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the meme where I remember seeing this meme, and it's like, how does Will Smith fucking wipe his ass? And there's like different variations of how he could do it. I don't remember where I saw this meme.
Is it like the panel where it's like 1, 2, 3? It's like 1 through 9.
It was like different variations. I'm like, oh my god.
From Mr. Broke Productions, in an association with Maximillionaire and Vice City Kingpin, present to you Life on Easy Mode. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
I know
You see, somehow the world will change for me, and it's so wonderful.
Is that still copyrighted?
Gotcha hat. What?
Got your nose.
Was that still copyrighted? I don't know.
Probably.
Well, we didn't have background. We haven't.
You know, Lily, you can hum a song and it can be copyright claimed.
You know how YouTube is.
YouTube was better with that though, because when that was like 2017, 2018, that started happening, especially with the adpocalypse, and then they got better with copyright stuff. But like cover songs aren't getting like copyrighted, or like you saying like 3 words of like "Living on a Prayer" and then getting copyright. They don't do that anymore. So.
Oh really?
I think it was just like an algorithm like bug, basically. So.
Speaking of bugs, welcome to the world-infested podcast, Life on Easy Mode. What's going on, gentlemen?
I don't know.
We are a virus to this eternal website.
Okay,
now that makes sense.
That's what I meant to say.
Has some competition.
We were infecting the minds of people who listen to us.
Yeah, I feel bad for the middle school that actually watches our channel. Sorry, kids.
Sorry, kids.
But anyway, welcome back. We got some stuff to talk about. Isn't that right, boys?
Of course.
And got your nose. Sorry.
Got your water bottle.
How are we all doing today? How are you?
I'm good.
Okay. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.
See you guys later.
Yeah.
But
we, it's been like, you know what's so funny? Before we started, we were all like,
what are we talking about today?
Yeah, what are we talking about? We're like, there's nothing to talk about.
And we just came up with
all of a sudden, it's like, oh, wait, Doge happened. Oh, yeah.
And then we came up with everything after.
Oh, yeah, Elon Musk is, Jake Paul and Floyd Mayweather. Oh, bro, and then before you know, we have like, boom, like 3 topics right there.
We have a 5-page essay. Like,
dude, yeah. I mean, listen, when it was Thursday night and your essay was due tomorrow, bro, when you had to get shit done, you just
get that adrenaline.
I hope I wasn't. I'm not the only one. I did essays way before.
No.
I'm not. No, I didn't do
an
that.
hour or 2. No,
well, see, I like writing though, so maybe that's why. I mean, I didn't
Loser.
Like writing.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Teacher's pet, huh? Yeah. But yeah, so we actually do have some shit to talk about.
Yeah.
So,
what do we want to start with first?
Oh, I was gonna ask if anyone had anything else they wanted to.
No, I want to get straight into Jake Paul.
Okay, all right.
So
do this in then.
So for that gotcha nose joke, it came from the altercation between Floyd Mayweather and Jake Paul. What was it, like 2 days ago?
Yeah.
Well,
no, yesterday.
No, it wasn't yesterday.
Okay, Thursday.
I think it was 2 days ago.
No, yeah, Thursday. You're right. Yeah.
Something like that.
Today's Saturday, so.
They were like in like a stadium, I think.
Hard Rock. No, I think they were in the football stadium for Miami because they were in Miami.
Yeah. So I don't know. They just happened to like I low key. I think it might have been like planned, or something like that on Jake Paul's side.
Yes.
Well,
because
it's debatable, but
yeah.
No, I'm not. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
But basically, they just exchanged words, and then it ended with Jake Paul trying to steal his hat, and then getting fucked up in the face by one of the bodyguards.
Multiple bodyguards, including Floyd. If you look at one of the angles, it looks like Floyd got a clean shot in his face.
I hope he did.
And
I hope he did.
Jake Paul, posted on his Instagram story after, and if you looked, he had rather a shiner on his. I believe it was his left or right eye. One of those two. He only has 2.
I recently found out that 30 minutes after that, Jake Paul dropped merch of hats that says "Gotcha hat," because that's what he said when he snatched.
Right, because basically what happened was like they were interviewing Floyd, right? And once he was done, Jake Paul confronted him, and then him and Floyd are going back and forth, bickering. Like, let's set this up right now. Get the paperwork for this fool. All of a sudden, you see Jake Paul go, "Got your hat, bro." I never seen someone book it so fast. He knew what he was doing, and he knew he was going to get fucked. So as soon as he took his hat, he dashed for it. But nonetheless, that still didn't change anything because man got jumped by like 8 bodyguards. A riot basically broke out. You had Logan Paul, who's getting held back by like, an actual another bodyguard who was like holding him back because he was ready to kill people because that's his brother, obviously.
I didn't even know Logan Paul was there.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, he was still there. You saw like at one point he was being held back by bodyguards, and you hear him going, "That's my fucking brother, man. That's my fucking brother." I know you had your hand up. You wanted to say something?
It says Jake Paul takes Floyd Mayweather's hat at an event for brother Logan's Paul fight versus. So I'm guessing the way that it came, like I'm reading, it's from ESPN, so I guess I kind of trust it. But I think he wanted to take the hat so that he can cause more like stir up. And I mean, like, you don't launch a full line of merch in 30 minutes and get a tattoo on your leg. Like, why would you get a tattoo?
Okay, the tattoo thing I could definitely see was improv because he knew for a fact that was going to be like an iconic line. Got your hat because, everyone still, like us, are talking about to this day. However, regarding the merch thing, he probably did, maybe I don't think he had the phrase got your hat set up like before, but he probably said to his team, like, all right, listen, I'm going to stir something up with Floyd, and whatever happens, and we'll make merch of it. That's probably what he was doing, because Keemstar said this, and I hate to bring Keemstar up and agree with him, but you can't deny that Jake Paul, out of this whole Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather thing, he's been the one that's promoting this fight the most because of Jake Paul's attitude. Like, literally, this guy's going up to Floyd Mayweather while they're having their conference, untying his shoes, saying he's got dirty-ass shoes type beat. To arguably the greatest boxer in the world.
Jake.
Obviously, he doesn't give a crap, but you can't deny that's going to sell. What happened Thursday when that fight broke out, that just gave them like 3 million more sales for the fight. And funny thing is that Jake Paul is actually banned from Hard Rock Stadium on June 6th.
I just read that, yeah.
Why is he banned?
Because of the fight that broke out. They don't want him there because of what happened, the ruckus he caused. I mean, come on. Again, like I said, he's been the one that's been like helped promoting this fight the most, more than even Logan himself.
They're already gonna make money, okay?
Well,
but
you still have a lot of people who don't want to watch it because
I'm not
this
paying
is a
money
joke.
for it. I'll just watch the fucking replays.
Oh, okay.
But,
it's gonna be on Showtime, so I can get it on like the app.
He's gonna pay for it.
Well,
but
no, I can get it for free for a month. If you sign up on your Apple, you can get the whole entire thing. Like the entire Showtime catalog free for a month, and you just cancel, so you don't have to pay.
All right, that's right. Say less. Say less. Businessmen over here,
It's not business. It's just common fucking knowledge.
piracy tips.
That's not even. Okay. Anyways,
we're going to jail like Ethan Klein. Anyways, who was talking? Continue.
After the Logan Paul fight, whoever wins, whoever loses, I still want to see Floyd Mayweather fuck up Jake Paul.
I mean, he kind of already did.
So, but like in a box, just 1-on-1.
So you want Logan to beat Floyd, but then you want Floyd to beat Jake.
Yeah.
I can understand that hierarchy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like out of all these, who's the worst? Jake.
Yeah.
Then
Hands
Floyd.
down.
Then Logan. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can understand that, because at least like Floyd, even though he probably has the same kind of attitude as Jake, at least he has a lot to back it up with. Like he has a right to be cocky. Granted, I don't agree with it, but the man's 50-0, arguably the best boxer in the world. He can be as cocky as he wants. I'll say that. But again, I don't agree with it. I think you should be humble like Muhammad Ali was. But again. Personally, I don't agree with them banning Jake Paul because, again, if people think, bro, Jake Paul's going to be at the fight, right?
What's he going to do?
After the fight, when the fight's over, maybe he might try to get in Floyd's face because, Jake Paul kind of will just, at this point, pick a fight with anybody. Mm-hmm. Like, we've seen, I think at one point he called out, like, Dr. Phil, as a meme, obviously, but I wouldn't be surprised if he actually wanted to step into the ring with the bald Eggman himself. But, himself. If the fight were to end, Logan and Floyd Mayweather, the fight's over. No matter who won, I can see Jake Paul getting into the ring and just for no fucking reason, just getting in Floyd's face like, I want you next, blah blah blah, this type beat.
What makes him realistically? Because I personally, Logan Paul is like what, twice as big as Jake Paul, or slightly bigger.
They're the same. At the same.
He used to be. Well, a few years back, Logan Paul used to be a lot bigger than Jake Paul. But as of recently, Jake Paul's been buffing up. So Logan's still bigger. Yeah.
So what makes him think if his big brother can't win against Floyd Mayweather, what makes him think he can beat Floyd Mayweather?
Well, Jake Paul even said this himself. He believes, he knows for a fact he's the better fighter between the two of them. Which, I mean, he's done more in boxing than Logan has.
That is true, but I don't know. I just don't like the guy. I'm biased. I'm gonna say it. I don't fucking like the guy.
I agree. I get it. And I understand Logan and Jake are both on this journey to prove to anyone who doubted them, like anyone who's ever doubted them in their life. I get that. And granted, I think Logan does it better because he's not as cocky as Jake is. Granted, he still says, "Oh, I'm gonna knock Floyd out." which, okay.
That's just him.
I
trying
would love
hype
to see
himself
that.
up.
Obviously, yeah, but like, I understand Jake as well as trying to prove to everyone who ever doubted him. I get that in a way. I respect that, but I guess it's probably just not how I would deal with it. Like, if I was trying to prove people wrong, I would try to be more humble, not this loudmouth, cocky Ohio kid. But, maybe it's just because I would do it differently. That's probably why I don't agree with it. So, but I think it's going to be an interesting fight. And again, I kind of wish they didn't ban Jake Paul, but that's just my opinion.
He's gonna get in somehow.
Yeah.
No, if he does, that'd make it even better.
It's his brother versus Floyd Mayweather, and it's gonna be premiered on Showtime
He's
to
gonna
millions
be in
of
the mustache,
people.
like
It's gonna be like
He's gonna have like a trench coat on and a hat.
Drake and
sunglasses.
Josh, when Drake and Josh are dressed as the Amish and like Megan's on the date, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, no, literally, or like he's gonna have like a trench coat, like typical like 30s detective with the hat, like the
Mustache.
glasses.
Or it's like
He's gonna walk in with like a newspaper and he's gonna be
it's
looking over like.
Have you seen the Muppets where like all the Muppets are in the suit and he's called Muppet Man?
Yeah, yeah.
And they go, "Whoa!" And they can't fucking.
I can see that he's like on like top of the back of like, I don't know, one of his friends, and he's just like this giant trench coat guy, like that one Eric Andre skit, like do hello, I'm here to buy a car.
Bruh.
Oh my god.
But I mean, I'm sorry, who the fuck is spending a $60 crew neck champion limited edition gotcha hat?
12-year-olds.
Yeah.
$60.
Their parents' money.
$60 though.
12-year-olds whose parents are rather submissive and don't punish them enough.
Those who still were like big, well, not still, but like were big Team 10 fans.
Yeah.
Listen, I could probably get the same material and get it cheaper for like $30.
I could make it
$35.
for like 15.
What do you
Right.
think? Do you think the material is good though? Maybe.
If it's $60, it better be.
Honestly,
PewDiePie's, PewDiePie like $80, $90, $100, but his shit is like at that point Gucci like line kind of
Bro,
material.
PewDiePie
so
merch better than Gucci merch?
I would love to get, but like one of the things was like $110. Like, oh, I couldn't.
Jesus Christ. And what was it, like a sweatshirt or something?
It was called the Dank Meme line or something like that. Oh my god. Well, I want to look it up real quick because now I'm PewDiePie. Hold on, PewDiePie.
He put PewDiePie.
I can't type.
But all right, while he looks it up, in
Represent.
regards, I another thing with the Jake Paul merch gotcha hat, again, it's just plain text that says gotcha hat on just something that they already had designs for, like hats and stuff. So I could see them just kind of being like, oh, let's put this on merch in like 30 minutes, because only 30 minutes after he said gotcha hat and that whole fight broke out, already on his store there was merch, and he posted it on his story. So either they had that like merch idea implemented already in their heads and they were already planning to do that, or it was like a last minute thing, like, oh fuck, let's make money off of this type beat. So, I mean, if that's the case, he's got a really fast marketing team, a really fast merch team.
To be fair, he's been doing merch like I hate saying this, but he's like the staple of merch.
I'd say, yeah, both him and Logan.
No, like before merch was even a thing for any YouTuber, he was the first one like selling constantly. Like yes.
Yeah, and it's not that like many YouTubers at the time weren't doing it. They weren't, but it was more so of the fact that it wasn't common. It wasn't like looked upon as like a good thing.
Plugged a merch in whatever, plug my merch or in bio or like as often as Jake Paul did.
Yeah.
And I'm looking over here on
This
GM's
is one-
computer.
this is on his represent.com. He has a $35 shirt, just simp.
Just simp. I mean, it's at least it's only $35.
But there was a website that he kind of did like a collab with. I don't think they're doing it anymore, but like, oh my god, it was such nice material, but too much.
Yeah, nowadays, I think just about any big YouTuber has merch of some sort, whether if it's hat, clothing, coffee cups, whatever. Even smaller YouTubers now, but back in, I would say around 2016,
it wasn't as popular.
It wasn't as popular. Mm-hmm. Not many YouTubers were doing it. And I think
it was only him and Logan Paul that had like. Yeah.
Vanos Gaming had.
Him, but like what other big YouTubers?
Like at the time, PewDiePie didn't have merch, did he?
No. Well, I think so.
Because after Five Nights at Freddy's, I'm pretty sure they launched like a lot of like line of merch.
I
like
think PewDiePie did.
Okay.
Like it's not that every
and
single
stuff like
YouTuber had it.
Right. It's like even if it was semi-common back then, nowadays every YouTuber, big and small, has merch sales. Mm-hmm. So, but you gotta understand too, back in like 2016, 2015 or whatever, they really, if you were a big YouTuber, you didn't necessarily need merch because your videos didn't get demonetized as easily, and monetization was still relatively good at that time.
After that, then Adpocalypse.
Like Adpocalypse in 2017 happened, that's when things started to
everything
go to shit. And even nowadays, we're still, dealing with the effects of that kind of type deal where it's like,
it's.
I mean, a lot of videos still get demonetized sometimes for no reason. but like it's biased. Like sometimes you'll have videos that have like all this violence and stuff. Whoop, completely monetized.
Yeah.
You said fuck once, ding, yellow button. So it's sometimes biased, but yeah, that's why nowadays if you're a YouTuber, you got to do like multiple things if you want to like do it as a living. Like you can't just be a YouTuber. You got to like do live stream. You got to make merch. You got to get sponsors now.
I think that's partly why PewDiePie started streaming too, because remember that one time he was like shadow blocked on YouTube, like you couldn't find his channel.
That was only a little bit ago.
Yeah, but
a few months ago. Yeah.
That was a few months ago.
Yeah, I remember like if you looked up his channel, if you looked up PewDiePie, his channel just didn't come up. Only videos about him would come up, except for like one video, which was from like 3 years ago for some reason. That was like the only one that was coming up.
I don't know what
was
I
the
mean.
reason
I think it was like the YouTube algorithm. Every time like YouTube gets a new like input or like update. I'm saying like an update, but like when the people at YouTube headquarters try new algorithms to, you know, to find videos and stuff like that and to demonetize them, I think the algorithm kind of like screwed them over, because not only him but like a few other YouTubers were getting shadow banned. And I remember at this one point, this YouTuber, I remember I was following this like Twitter thread. I never saw this YouTuber, but he was like getting threads like his older videos that were monetized for years are getting like striked. And when you get a strike, like a hard, like violent graphic strike, if you get 3 of them, you're out. And he got one video striked, and he goes, shit, okay. He's banned for a week. After his unbanned, another video YouTube, the algorithm puts out years ago that he put out, is getting a second strike. So literally he is shitting his fucking pants.
Because if you get one more, his channel's banned.
Yeah, and he doesn't know why. And sometimes the YouTube algorithm just like fucks up sometimes. I mean, so I can't say. I mean, what's her name? What's Wineski? What's the woman that's running YouTube? What's her name?
Oh, Susan Wojcicki.
Susan Wojcicki, whatever her name is.
Something like that. Some Polish name.
Yeah, I don't know what she's doing over there, but I mean, not everyone on YouTube is terrible, but like I think they just need to find, like, if we had the algorithm back in the day of 2015, oh my goodness, everything would be so fine.
Set.
But nope.
And as big, you gotta understand that like YouTube is a massive platform, so obviously they'll never have enough employees to individually handle these kind of things. So they do an automated bot that does like this whole copyright type thing, and a lot of times it messes up. So, but usually if you contact like an actual person at YouTube and say, hey, listen, I get this, I'm trying to counter this copyright thing. Usually, like if there's nothing actually wrong with the video, they'll be like, all right, strike's taken away. Or
a lot of YouTubers
copyright.
have like they have like, I guess you could say, agents. Like Markiplier has his own agent at YouTube,
or like a manager. Yeah,
well, they do have, the big YouTubers do have connections, because they're always like invited to like those YouTube headquarters too.
Yeah, or like when they do YouTube shows, like with a lot of people do. So I mean, YouTube isn't all that bad, but like sometimes it just can be stupid. Like it just makes no sense, and it just pisses a lot of people off. And then they do good things, like they ban channels like EDP and Predator Poopers or whatever the Poopers. Predator Poopers. So they ban, they do some good things sometimes, and then sometimes you get a video demonetized because you start singing "Shot Through the Heart."
Yeah, like, oh, you start humming a song. Oh, copyright. Like it's like, okay, B to the rub, type beat. It's a good thing we're not monetized as it is.
We upload this video was taken down.
It's like shit. It's like banned in like all Asian countries for some reason.
Yeah, it's like banned in Belgium.
It's like worldwide banned. It's like, oh, what the fuck happened? Oh, they hummed "Shot Through the Heart" by Bon Jovi. Monsters. But
oh my goodness.
How could they?
They need to be castrated.
It's not that they were singing a song, but why were they singing Bon Jovi?
Oh my goodness. Good, why Bon Jovi? Why?
So no one's gonna hum "Dynamite" by BTS.
Oh,
BTS.
my God.
You do it.
I don't know how the song goes.
Exactly.
All I know is that it's got like 1 billion views already. It's been on for YouTube for maybe 4 months.
Bro, really? No, it does. Really?
It better not pass Gangnam Style. I'll say that much. That is the only K-pop song that I will.
How many songs? I mean, songs. How many views this?
What to find out?
Gangnam Style?
Yeah,
I remember it passed the billion threshold.
Like 2013.
3 billion.
I think it's like almost at 4 billion. Look up Gangnam Style. That's the only K-pop song that I like genuinely like, because in 2012 that was like my favorite song.
2013.
It came out in 2012.
4 billion views 8 years ago.
4 billion. Yeah, it came out in 2012. It got big in like the fall of 2012. I remember I was 7th grade, so it was like near the end of 2012 when it came out, or when it was popular at least. And then throughout 2013, you had middle school dances, bro. Gangnam Style.
I hate to say it, but he was a one-hit wonder, bro.
Well, he made another song after that.
Gentleman.
Yeah, Gentleman that
and
kind of
then
got
after
pop.
that-
And then I've never heard of him again.
Hangover. He made a song called Hangover with
I
Snoop
didn't.
Dogg.
I only.
So he's
really.
Oh, I do remember that.
Hangover.
But
I kind of
that-
liked those.
This
songs.
was so. This
But
honestly.
after that,
Yeah, he was a 3-hit wonder.
3-hit wonder.
Honestly, when this came out, like during middle school days, bro, everyone listened. Everyone made parodies.
and Harlem
oh my
Shake
God.
too.
Dude,
Harlem
it
Shake.
is still crazy to think that Filthy
Filthy
Frank is the guy who started the Harlem Shake trend. That was world fucking
Our first video.
wide.
Our first video has the Harlem Shake song in it.
Literally. And that was like, that was obviously like a few years after the meme.
But still, it was still a meme.
No, the reason why I find that so mind-blowing is because that was like 3 years before I even knew who Filthy Frank was. And then one day my friend showed me Filthy Frank, and that's how I got hooked into him. And I'm like, oh, let me look through some of his older videos. I saw Harlem Shake original. I was like, no. What? Yeah. And it's funny because I remember watching that video in 2013 and not knowing who Filthy Frank was, Pink Guy. So that was just like a perplexed, like nuclear, monumental, mind-blowing fuckfest in my head when I saw that.
The man that made Slow Dancing in the Dark is the one that also created Harlem Shake.
Literally. Joji probably has so much more influence than we realize. He's kind of like one of the head figures when it came to the darker sense of humor on YouTube throughout like 2014, 15.
back in
Him, iDubbbz, Max
Back in the day,
Mofo.
no one cared. Well, not that no one cared, but like no one would like cancel anyone for that. Like
Yeah.
YouTube didn't care.
Yeah, you still had like a commentary community, like calling people out and shit, but they never would try to like dox people or like cancel people. At least as much as nowadays. So, nowadays it's just complete and utter bullshit. So,
Shout out to Filthy Frank or Joji. We should call him.
Joji, yeah. He like, it's not that he doesn't. From what I understand, it's not that he doesn't like to talk about Filthy Frank. It's just that's not just what he wants to be known for. And granted, I think he's doing a fine job
With music.
With music,
Yeah.
dude, man, Slow Dancing in the Dark. That has like 200 million views on YouTube, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
I like.
And he makes some bangers. I like the song Test Drive. That's a good song. I think
Not
it's,
Jojo Siwa.
I think it's called, it's Joji with an I at the end.
Why
You put
did I say- I
Jojo.
don't know. In my head, I'm thinking.
There you go.
There we go.
Slow Dancing in the
Yep.
Dark, 244 million views. I think his song Will He, which I think was like his first big song, has like a couple 100 million views, if I'm not mistaken, too. I mean, regardless of views, the man is very influential and is doing a hell of a job with his music career. And do you guys remember on his Facebook page about a month ago, they posted something for Filthy Frank or Pink Guy? I forget what the image was, but they posted something on the Filthy Frank Facebook, and people thought that he was going to come back. But
Oh my god,
there hasn't
that
been
would be
any
the
activity
greatest. That
since.
would be the greatest comeback. Bro,
But at the same time, would he would he even survive on modern day YouTube? And if he did, would he even be the same as he was back in 2016?
I think everyone on YouTube, like especially us and people who've been on YouTube for a while, would love it. And then there are people new on YouTube, who think veganism is the way to go, and that if you're not a vegan, then you're gonna be in hell, because people actually do believe that.
No, yeah,
That's crazy. to me,
he's
bro.
entirely correct.
So I mean,
Do you guys know who that her at is like that vegan teacher?
Yeah.
oh my
I know
gosh,
about that, her. She is psycho,
we
dude.
talked about. I think we mentioned her.
We've
we
mentioned
have?
her.
Like
Yeah,
earlier.
like once or twice.
Okay.
But,
She was, I mean, like 2 months ago.
She tried coming at Gordon Ramsay once.
Oh yeah, and Gordon Ramsay, he was like eating a burger or something as he was like reviewing her TikTok or something.
And then she was caught at like McDonald's, I think.
Yeah, I heard about
Oh,
that.
was he?
I think.
Yeah, she was eating some nuggets.
Bruh.
So that's why people were thinking it was all just a stunt, just so she could get views, which I could see it. But like, I mean,
From what I understand, I think vegans can still eat French fries because there's nothing in regards to animals on that. It's really just potato and salt. I think. I think
that is
vegans
true.
have said that. Like, I think you can have like fries from like a fast food place because that's just potato.
yeah.
So.
Oh my god, it's packed with nuggets. Oh my god, I can't touch
Bruh.
it.
Oh yeah.
Bro, at that point, the McNuggets at McDonald's ain't even real chicken. So yeah, I mean,
It's not. It's like cardboard with food coloring, or like that stuff they put in sofas, like the cushion.
nah, the shit that they put in the wall, the fiberglass.
Bruh.
Oh yeah, the cotton
Yeah,
candy.
the cotton
Yum.
candy. Yummy.
Yeah, Texas saw a lot of that during the snowstorm.
Bruh.
Bro.
Are they still
We'll
having
have a festival for weeks, kids.
it? Are they still having that snowstorm I'm hearing?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
there's
yeah,
a lot
of
of light
course.
coming down. Oh shit.
Global warming.
Singing Winter Wonderland May 25th.
It's Christmas.
Mother's Day in Texas. They're gonna go sledding together.
Bruh.
That's right. Mother's Day's tomorrow.
Yeah, I know, right? That's crazy to think.
Yeah, you guys got your mother a gift, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. Well.
Well, speaking
Why
of,
are we awkward?
I don't know, but
What is wrong with us today?
But you know what? You know who else is really awkward? Elon Musk.
He is, but
And
we love
he's
him.
going to be starring. So
gonna
today's
be
Saturday
hosting.
right now. So by the time this episode gets out, he'll already have his SNL uploaded.
And,
but
and,
tonight,
and hopefully we'll be rich by the time this comes out.
yes, because Elon Musk will be
Oh, fuck.
the host tonight, May 8th
on SNL.
on SNL. Yes, sir. And he is going to be the host. And from what I understand, if all of our fact checkers are correct, he's going to have a certain skit or some
About
segment
Doge.
dedicated to Dogecoin. And for those who don't know what Dogecoin is, it's a type of cryptocurrency that originally started off as a meme, but now it could potentially make you more money than you make in a week at your regular job.
More
Because
a
it's
week,
been
a month.
It's been slowly going up. This is how we get to the moon, ladies and gentlemen.
The
through
Mars.
Dogecoin.
This is how we're gonna get to Mars.
The Mars,
with Elon-
excuse me, not
with
even the
Elon.
moon, the Mars.
Jupiter.
This is how we colonize Mars. So if we colonize Mars, is Dogecoin going to be the currency?
I could see it happening.
I could see it happening like 100 years from now.
He'd
It's just like
he'd make it the currency.
it's like you just have a coin. It's just Doge on
He's
it.
gonna make it. He's gonna rename Mars Dogeland.
Knowing Elon Musk, he'd make everyone have like those like bracelets, and then you just like fucking tap it or some shit
like a
that.
Boom.
Disneyland now, Disney World, where you have to get in. Apparently, that's how you do it.
He'd probably do something like that. Let's
And
be
then so like
honest.
Elon Musk, he'll never die. He'll just freeze his body, and then
When
a
I'm
bunch of years
80
come
and
back.
90, he's still gonna be 40.
Yeah,
Honestly.
exactly. You know.
he thaws it like every other year.
He just goes into like hyper sleep for every 5 years and then comes out. People who say this man is not like a genius are freaking retards. Like this man, he loves the internet. He loves memes, but my God, he is a genius. Like the man made SpaceX. He made Tesla. He's planning on wanting to colonize on
Co-founded
Mars.
PayPal.
He's helping with stocks. Like I mean, the man is like
Richest man in the world as of right now.
And I mean, I think he was bouncing back and forth, but I think now he is
Yeah,
again.
I think he is right now.
But my goodness, I mean, he deserves that. Like, because I remember he was like in his early 20s, starting to lose his hair, and now he has a full head of hair now, and he's like in his 40s.
Oh wait, no, Jeff Bezos passed him again. My bad, but he's
yeah.
number 2.
Well, I mean, Bill Gates is gonna slowly go down after, you know.
It's gonna go in half.
Oh my God, that happened too. Bill Gates.
Yeah, Bill Gates got divorced. You know, Jeff Bezos' ex-wife and now Bill Gates' ex-wife. They're now the richest woman in the world, probably.
Apparently, that happened back in March though. Like they actually they divorced in March, and they had just announced it now. And apparently, like there was a thing like.
Apparently, Billy didn't do something.
Yeah,
or did something that
secretly,
they didn't like.
Secretly, he didn't do something. So and now he's on Tinder apparently.
Yeah, he's giving out that exclusive third vaccine. The third shot.
Yo, there was a meme where like all the like Bill Gates locking in on all the women, like, and it's like woman in your area, and there's like this memes of girls with their shot arms. You're like, what is that? How?
Bruh.
Oh my goodness.
The Bill Gates vaccine.
Oh, there was a joke. Fucking, I told you it. Oh fuck. Damn it. It was something about Windows. And fucking, I told you it.
I think I remember it.
Fuck. Oh my God.
Fuck.
It was a
Oh.
comment. It was a comment on the fucking article.
Damn,
Or some. I think it
I
was.
don't
I think
remember it.
Bill Gates. Miranda's gonna be staying in the house, but Bill Gates is gonna be going through the window or something like that. I don't know. There's something along the lines of a window.
Oh, so like a window
meme.
joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But damn, you know she's gonna be getting
so
bank from that.
So do you think she's gonna be like? Do you think she's gonna become like a Mac user now or something? Or
I mean, she's already apparently gonna get $1.3 billion already.
you mean to tell me that Bill
no,
Gates really
1.8.
1.8 now? Okay.
Jesus, you mean to tell me Bill Gates threw his wedding or his marriage right out the window? Is that what you're telling me?
But I mean, he's still gonna be rich. I
Did
think that
you-
was.
you
I
got
think
the
that.
joke?
I think that was the joke. I think
He
that-
threw his marriage out the window.
No,
I
that
think
wasn't the joke.
that
No,
was
that's
the
just one
joke.
I kind of
Oh.
just
No.
came up
It was.
I'll
something
leave
with
it. Okay.
Windows.
No, stay.
Stay. You could say that was okay.
That was a good one.
Thank
Oh my
you.
goodness, but no. Okay, we just went.
But anyways, you know, we may become the next billionaires if we're smart with our money. Because tonight, when Elon Musk goes on the SNL, that's what I originally wanted to talk about. He's gonna have a segment dedicated to Dogecoin, and this is most likely going to cause Dogecoin stock, its value, to
go
skyrocket
up to hopefully $1.
Hopefully $1. I bought it when it was at about like 0.002.
Let's see when I bought it.
Oh, you can check.
I think so. I bought it. I sold it. I originally bought it in July, and then I sold it because people were like, it's not gonna go up, whatever. So then I bought it.
It's going down a little right now. It's at 67 cents. It was at like 72 cents last night.
a lot of people that
74.
It's gonna be like one of those things where like people who adore these people start hosting like SNL or the Oscars or something like that, and then a lot of people start coming forward to that.
I originally bought it for 0.004 in July, and then I sold it. and then
July last year.
Yeah, and then I didn't buy it back until January. Oh no, excuse me.
Oh, I bought it back in January too. I
I
bought
bought it-
$27 worth.
I bought it in July. I sold it early January, and I bought it immediately back in January, just before it skyrocketed again. But
Fucking nice, bro.
I bought it at 0.011 cents.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's an
The
absolute.
bottom of the barrel.
Put $45 into that, and now I've made $1,000 from it. So
Absolute. So this is how it. So this is where we retire, ladies and gentlemen. You know,
if that reaches $100, I can retire.
you could retire. That
I could
you're
retire.
getting 180
not
grand or
dumb. It
something right
won't-
there,
it
right?
won't.
180,000.
Even if it gets to $10, I'd be happy because I'm
After-
at like 300 right now.
10,000 for me. $50, that's 90,000 right there.
Should I invest more by tonight before?
If you want,
I mean,
but-
here's the thing.
I
You also
might.
gotta. I mean, so I was talking about like, people who love these kind of like role models and stuff like that. When they host like the Oscars or host the SNL, they start to get a bit more views. I mean, the Oscars have been kind of like bleh, especially this, which I didn't even watch. Surprisingly, it only got 9 million viewers because there's no hosts again, and it's just boring. So. But with Elon Musk, you have all his Twitter followers, you have all of his sign geeks who don't watch SNL, and they're going to be watching SNL either on the YouTube clips or when it goes live tonight. So it possibly, I won't be surprised if it does go up. I don't think it's going to be going up as much as people think it will be, though. I think you might see a little bit.
Probably to like 80 cents.
I think $1.
I
You think-
I think
a
just
dollar.
under $1. I don't think it's. Gonna
Everyone
go,
thought it was going to go up to $1 on 420, and it never did.
Yeah,
It
I
went
know.
down.
That is
But-
true, but
But if he does make a skit though, it will definitely be close.
At least 80
Yeah.
cents.
That
Because-
shit will be meme legendary.
yeah, because
for a while.
SNL's gonna get one of its like best and biggest ratings from tonight's show in a long time because a lot of kids, people our age who are young adults, maybe entrepreneurs who are trying to get invested in stocks now and have been keeping up a lot with this whole
Kenny.
Dogecoin situation, like
Kenny.
Kenny. A lot of people like us are going to be watching it, whether if it's on actual TV or I don't know.
Well, I've
where else they
always
post
watched
it.
like if I've always watched like the skits on YouTube. I've never watched it on live TV, but like whenever there's like an interesting like person like or like a host, I'll watch them.
Yeah, oh yeah, and since this is a very
But when I see the
interesting host-
thumbnail and it's just Elon Musk with a Doge, I'm clicking.
I think
But
that-
his acting, oh my god, when he was doing the the preview for like what the SNL does on their YouTube page is basically like a commercial thing where they upload like if you were to scroll through live cable TV, they record these like commercial things. He is so awkward reading the cue cards. And everyone's gonna be like, bro, this acting's gonna
Wouldn't
be
that
so
be
bad.
funny though? Like
Yeah,
the
but, like-
Office type beat.
No, but like he's really really awkward.
Good, good. That's
Even
that's
more
what's good
Office
about him.
type beat.
Yeah, literally. He's just
Yeah.
being himself too. That's the thing. He doesn't try to put on like a facade. He's just awkward. He's just kind of like, okay,
Yeah.
hey, how you doing? I,
And
Smoke
I,
weed.
And I forget the man also hosted meme review too with Peter. Remember that with
And he
Justin,
laughed at, like,
Justin
the-
Rowland? He was with the Rick and Morty, the voice of Rick
Yep.
and Morty, hosting meme review for PewDiePie.
and
Oh
he
my
was dying
goodness.
at like the photo of the
The
dead
deer.
deer in the
Oh my
pool,
God.
and he's
2016,
like, and he's
2017.
like, and he's like, wait, is that actually dead? And he just starts dying.
2017. What a
that
good
was
year for
not
me.
2017.
The
Elon Musk hosting meme review.
Meme review because that was for T series. Because that was the Help T series. That was
And that was, like,
2017.
no, that was like 2018, 2019.
2017, 20. No, 20.
promise you.
That was at the end of 20.
Elon Musk meme review. I promise you.
2017 or is that 2017, 2018?
2 years ago.
It's
2019.
2019, February 2019. Told you.
Oh,
See?
earlier than
I
that.
knew it wasn't 2017.
Well, yeah, that was towards the T series ending thing, but like, all right, so correct me that I'm wrong on that, but still,
And then he
that during that time of YouTube with PewDiePie, that shit was mad funny. Like, I still can't believe to this day that PewDiePie, he wasn't in the room with them, but PewDiePie got Elon Musk in the voice of Rick and Morty and the co-producer to do meme review of that.
I'm looking at the meme right now. Hey, my dolphin not working. It's just the
he
deer
was
photo.
still dying laughing.
We gotta get him on this show.
Oh, I mean,
bro. Hey, Elon Musk, just come
Listen,
on up.
listen. He's a philanthropist. He's all about helping
That is true.
people. So if we were to somehow get in contact with him, if he said, "Hey, listen, Mr. Musk," I've never said Mr. Musk before, but that's a really
Just
interesting
call
way
him
to
Elon.
say.
Just call him
Elon,
Elon.
listen.
Elongated
Elon,
muskrat, please.
We're a small podcast from Rhode Island. Would you just take 25 minutes of your time
You know what?
to be on our show? I think, unironically, I think he would say yes.
You think so?
If he had the time, oh yeah. Just for like 25 minutes, even 10 minutes.
Even a minute.
Even a minute. We just interview him. How you doing?
Yeah,
Good. All right, thanks for coming.
Skycall. But you know what's funny? You were still seeing Elon Musk right? In an episode of Rick and Morty in an alternate universe. He plays himself, but because it's an alternate universe, he plays Elon Musk.
Wait, I think I remember
He
that
voices the
episode.
character Elon Musk, but I found that shit so funny. But he loves interacting with people. He really does. So I wouldn't be surprised if he even just you see the thing seen or something like that. But I mean, who knows?
Who knows?
Maybe we should just invent a new coin. Let's just
Bro.
and he
Meme
contacts us.
The context, yo,
That's how we get up to the top. Like,
we'll be above any other channel, show, host, radio, podcast, anything if we do that.
ready? Meme coin.
Meme coin.
I literally
done.
just said that like 2 seconds ago.
Wait, you didn't?
Yes, I did.
Oh,
We'll call it no. Loam coin? LOEM? How do you pronounce
No,
that?
just meme coin.
Just meme. That's too basic
Lamau
though.
coin.
That's
We
the
gotta be
point.
unique.
Lamau coin.
Lamau coin.
Lol coin.
Lol coin.
LMFAO coin. WTF coin.
WTF coin. Sus coin.
Dank coin.
Amongst Us coin.
Amugus coin.
Amugus.
Imposter coin.
Bruh.
Say imposter coin, but remove the imposter with sus. Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
Sus coin. Those TikToks, those TikToks, I don't know, they always get me.
Talk coin.
They
TikTok
just
coin.
Remove this, but say sus. I'm not gonna fall. Sus.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh my goodness.
Are Among Us memes dead, or are they still
The
vibing?
ones on TikToks are they
they
make
come
it
and
better.
go.
They make it better.
Come
Bruh.
and go.
Because I'm ready to.
You didn't like the ones that it would show an image and it would look like the outline of the character.
Yeah,
You like that.
I was ready to probably jump off Mount Everest if I saw one more of those.
Oh no. But
Yeah, that was like a month ago, dude. Those are some dark
I
times.
still see.
the ones I see on TikTok, those.
I see what he's talking about. Like say whatever without whatever.
And they're like,
then
oh, I'm not
it-
gonna
Yeah.
fall for.
And
they do
then
the
it's like a bass boosted like
It's a
like.
troll. It looks like
I do love me some bass boosted memes. I think that
No,
was
that
like
shit's
prime
funny.
meme quality. No, you know what
Okay.
meme I miss? Like unironically because it was a good song. Do you guys remember the Yeah Hua Pia?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Bing, bong, bong.
Yeah, that's unironically a good song. I was listening to that yesterday and like it brought me back to like what was that, beginning of 2020 when that was a meme?
I think so.
2019.
Around there.
Yeah, it was around late 2019, early 2020. Somewhere. I was like, you know what? Before COVID, that was like a good meme. And you had like that one Asian dude who had like the egghead singing that song. And that's what made it like a really popular meme. I miss those days.
Well, I mean, maybe memes are gonna make a comeback this year. Maybe 2021.
Hopefully, I still personally think that 2017 and 2018 was like prime meme
Oh,
years.
that was
When you had like
prime.
when you had like the Dr. Phil egg meme, that's memes were at like its quality. Like,
Me and the
its
boys
top.
at 2 a.m. looking for
beans. What the fuck, bro?
I saw a fucking meme on I think it was I don't remember, but it was like comparing like the eras of memes and like 2000 what like
5 to 2013, I think it was.
Yeah, it was like the troll memes or whatever they called it. You saw it too?
Yep, and then it was like a panel, right?
Yeah.
For me, and then it was like the one on the right was like 2013 to about 2016. It was like MLG.
Yep.
20.
And then
I think 2017 to about 2019.
was
it was
the Dark Ages is what they called it. Yeah.
What are we
and
at
then,
now?
And then it's now it's called like post surreal. I think. Hold up.
Bro, they actually have real names for this.
No, like
I need to get
they're
back to the community.
they're defined in like genres and like decades.
Dark
Hold on.
Ages.
No, it wasn't called the Dark Ages.
Yes,
It's
it
called-
was.
I'm sorry. Well, if that's the case, the Dark Ages
Should
was
be
the best time of
2020
memes.
too. Should be. I mean, for
Hold up,
fuck's
I
sake.
have so many liked photos, but I know for a fact I like that on Instagram. Give me a sec to find it. Please let me find this because I want to bring this up, and then I'll post this in the video.
No.
Apparently, it's illegal to own a flamethrower in every state except for Maryland.
Cool.
Yeah, I saw that.
Let's buy one. All right.
I would unironically buy him a flamethrower, like in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the Leonardo's name. Fucking.
Rick something?
Rick Dalton.
Rick Dalton, yeah.
And then Cliff.
Cliff Burton. Was that his name, Cliff Burton?
But yeah, something like
I
that.
think it was Burton, yeah. Where the fuck is this thing? I'm trying to find it. I just want to like show it.
Well, then you can show it in post.
Well,
Yeah,
I
he's
want to
gotta
find it.
it first.
Yeah, you freaking idiot,
All right. Well, then.
dingus
Well,
bangus.
that's what I'm saying. Look for it later, though.
It was like
Oh, here it is.
some-
Found it. Okay, so 2005 to 2013 was considered the classic era.
The classic
Okay,
era.
okay.
2013 to 2017 was like the MLG era.
Okay.
Oh, here's what it is. I got to mix up. 2017 to 2019 was called the surreal era.
And what is now?
We're
Oh,
called
now-
2019 to present is called post irony.
Post irony.
And I guess you consider that the dark ages because look at the troll face with like the dark.
I could have sworn there was one that said Dark Ages.
you can send me that one.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. Yeah, but in my opinion, the 2017 2019 the surreal when you had Howard the Alien, fucking surreal, bro. That in my opinion was like the
That's
prime.
when memes took a turn. That was after Harambe. That's when memes took a turn.
Yeah,
like,
I would even say MLG was only from like 2013 to 2015. I say from 2015 to 2019 is when like
No,
No,
to
26
I'll give it an
26
extra year to
2016.
2016. Because this guy was still making MLG memes for like a year.
Well, yeah, even in 2016, this guy was still making MLG
I
memes,
mean,
and I even told him at the time, I was like, "Well, those memes are kind of dead for been about a
people
year
still
now."
watch
No.
I mean, people still viewed them, but
people still comment on
I think
them.
there,
But at that
it was-
time-
it was still a little bit there.
2015 was more, I guess, like that's when the start of dank memes happened. But I guess it wasn't the mainstream thing until Harambe, and then you know memes kind of caved in on themselves, and you got Dr. Phil Egg, and then I forget what the meme was
The
exactly.
light and dark mode.
No, it was the Dr. Phil Eminem, and it said it had like a quote, and then it said like from like Genghis Khan or something.
Bro.
They do that still now.
Yeah, but like
Where's the
they were
light?
like those were like the popular memes.
In the
Yeah.
near future, there's gonna be kids studying memes, and then
There better be on history lesson. I swear to God.
No, there's gonna be assignment like, kids, go ask your parents what started the downfall of memes.
I think
and
they
then
have-
they're all gonna come back with the answer: the death of Harambe.
Yeah, yeah.
I shit you not.
I think
I hope.
Kids, when you
I
go home,
hope
ask your
that
parents what the
happens.
troll face is.
I think and so actually I don't know where I read this. A university actually has a meme class.
I think I heard about
It
that
has
too.
this happened a few years ago.
Where do I sign up?
Like I don't know
Bro.
what university it is, but I mean like
I think it's one in like Europe.
I'm backpacking into Europe, and I'm
All
getting a
right.
PhD in memeology.
seriously, you could get a PhD in memeology.
Fuck, I would do that, dude, because like I wouldn't have to work a real job. I could just be a historian for memes. Just listen, if there's such thing as pornography historians, I could be a meme historian. So
I thought you were gonna say I'm a porn.
I mean, I'll be a porn star. No.
No, we don't need it. We already have so much knowledge in that. I think we're all set.
Oh yeah,
Bro,
well we
the
would pass
fact-
the class. It'd be easy for us.
The fact that I can't even find it through Google because it just pops up memes.
What?
You look up like meme class, like just memes pop up.
I'll bookmark this or save it on Instagram. Okay. Yeah. Post irony. I could see that because I would even say 2017 to 2019 was very ironic in a way, but
Oh god, yeah.
but no, I guess nowadays it's very more mainstream because like we go back to like the troll memes. We go back to like 2005 memes as a joke and
You
ironic.
could study at Brown.
No way.
Yeah.
That's why there's so many people there.
Back.
All right, let's go. All right. Podcast will continue in another month.
Or whenever we graduate.
The University of Texas.
That's mad funny.
Texas.
Yep,
Yep,
Cambridge
Texas.
University. I think that was the first one, Cambridge.
Well, we gotta find a way to get into Brown. That's the first thing, Gian.
I mean, that's
Forget
Study of
acting.
memology.
We just show them our channel that we're already in.
Bro, we're already in. That's basically our resume.
Give us our PhD.
Give us our PhD. Bro, you're already ahead of the class. All right, come on.
You gotta pass one final test. Well, what is it? Say a meme right now. PhD.
No. Ready. What was the final words of Harambe?
Which friend are you? And do you remember that meme, the up here, or like the
yeah.
Russian? I forget what it's pronounced. I think it's pronounced douche.
Dutch.
I would call it up here.
Up here.
Up here. Or no, my favorite meme in 2018. Do you remember the cat with like the two legs? It says when you walking. Do you know?
I think
Oh
I
my
remember
God.
that.
Bro, and like it had like the like this emoji right here with the three fingers like this. It literally they would put it on its feet, and all I would just go is when you walking. That was my favorite thing to say in high school.
A big thing was this, or like the Gotham meme. Like
Or the Italian memes, like Italian sorcerer. It's a tortilla.
It was for the poster of Logan, Wolverine. It's Logini, and it's like this. That shit had me dying for months.
Italian baton. It's the wooden rolly thing.
Bro.
Or it's like
No,
how
the wooden rolling.
how normal people ask for marriages, they hold it. How Italians ask, and it's just this with the ring. It's true though.
You know,
true.
as an Italian, we can confirm.
It's just like pictures like these, like human blood cells, and then Italian.
Oh my god, the
send you-
Italian.
I got pepperoni. I got
Italian
pepperoni
memes.
running through my veins, dog.
The Italian memes. Oh,
That was a good era too.
oh my
That was a
goodness,
good
I'm
era.
Sorry, but like,
And you gotta understand. You know what's the one thing that Italians make fun of the most?
it's ourselves.
Italians. We make fun of ourselves the most.
Yeah.
Like, hey, shipubri babri, piece of pasta.
Yeah,
I cooked the meatball.
Hey, the meatball. Hey, shove it up my urethra.
Kids, cover your ears. Fangools.
Mare fangura fanabla. Fammi not. I think it's called Vafa Napoli, which means go to Naples, aka go to hell.
Oh, take me to Naples.
Take me to Naples, which is where my ancestors are from. So yeah.
Naples, my nipple.
Oh my god.
You say that a lot.
Oh,
I know.
My God.
Like anytime we say anything relatively.
I'm not.
Oh my God.
No, he'll go. Oh my God.
Ready? Oh my God.
No, that's if we say something really intriguing to his ears.
And
But
no-
if I just say something like, "Hey, porn star sex OnlyFans." Oh my God. We gotta put that. That's our merch right there. Merch line. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Mad Era
If
2.
Got Your
Mad
Hat.
Era 2. The sequel is
I'm
coming
not
out
making
soon.
a sequel.
We'll make the sequel.
We'll call it Angry Era.
I could just sue you at that point.
You can't. We're at a totally different name.
You're my influence, Miguel. You wouldn't do that to your child, would you? Wow, he gives me the finger. All right.
I'm gonna.
Last episode with him.
Literally a surprise. I'm gonna do a surprise launch in the summer. Mad Era 2, and it's gonna be underneath no association with Mad Era.
I could sue at that point too.
And it's the exact same clothes.
You can just call it Maid Era. Just put an E at the end of the D. Just Maid Era.
It's with a slash, the E, like very
my
fancy. See right there?
No, what you see?
Oh, he didn't even realize he did it. Oh my God. We're making our fun of
Or
it.
what you could do, you could just call it Mad Era, but you capitalize the M.
The lowercase. Oh my
Or just
goodness.
change the font.
Oh, it's like that meme where like every other word is like capitalized and lowercase.
Yeah.
You could
You must just
have just
fry
unplugged
your
that.
laptop.
Yeah.
You could have just unplugged everything, dumbass. Okay, what are we at?
46 minutes. Should we start?
Yeah.
Start with what?
What we always do every fucking week.
What's that? Jerk off?
Yeah.
So we can do the this thing that
Yeah.
we started in fucking February and it's May.
Was it February we started?
I think it's February.
I mean, it's every week. We only do like
at the
2 matchups.
what is it?
so
11 or 12th week?
this is
I think it's 13th actually, because I remember last week was
That's- so
12.
that's
13 weeks.
That's
Yeah.
about 3 months.
Holy shit, dude. That's crazy.
So yeah, March,
And we skipped
April.
2
Yeah,
weeks.
3 months.
All right, so what do we got for this week?
All right, why you?
I feel like standing. Sorry, I just feel like standing.
Okay.
got the mic, don't worry, I'm good.
I guess we'll do the bottom of the bottom of the bracket. So
What's the damage?
it's going to be this matchup will go up against Inception, Endgame versus Spider-Verse.
Oh,
And then
fuck.
this movie will go up against Shawshank Redemption, The Prestige versus Empire Strikes Back.
So one more time.
The Prestige versus Empire Strikes Back.
Shit.
So we'll start off with Endgame versus. Nope, too late. Endgame versus Spider-Verse.
Miguel, you want to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay, you can go first.
Um,
Miguel's contemplating. his
so
next
both of these movies
life.
have Spider-Man.
Yeah.
One of them has more Spider-Man though, and the other one has Iron Spider-Man.
True. One has Pig Spider-Man.
And then
Did I
we'll
already tell you which one's the better movie? What?
I don't even know who you are.
Fuck, dude.
I just love quote. I don't know why. I just love quoting like Thanos memes now.
I just washed my hands. That's why they're wet. No other reason. Spider-Verse quote right there.
Yeah.
Hey.
Or the meme where he's eating the burger.
We did a meme. What was
Oh
it?
yes, yeah. We're bored, so we recreated memes.
Yeah.
So that was in sync. So
Okay.
Endgame. I think Infinity War is better, but we don't talk about that. I think Endgame is the better movie experience because I don't think I've ever gone into a movie theater where I was so hyped up and the movie lived up to the like sometimes you have movies like Star Wars, The Force Awakens, and Last Jedi where you're hyped and then they don't exceed your expectations. Endgame exceeded every single hype that I've dreamed of, and that's why I went to go see it 3 or 4 times in the fucking movie theater. So I love it. It's a 3-hour fucking movie, but it doesn't feel like it. But at the same time,
It does not
the
feel
time
like it.
travel
I
does
think
not.
it's a good movie.
Well, the beginning, once they hit the time travel stuff, then the movie flows. I mean, getting the gang back together is kind of a little Humpty Dumpty, but that's the only problem with the flow of the story. But the only thing that
I think they still kind of made it interesting when they're kind of coming together.
and the thing that still pisses me off to this day, and I hope Loki, because it talks about time travel and what happens, the new Disney Plus series, it talks about how he fucked up the timeline in the time travel, and it's basically the time police of the Marvel Universe that are coming after him. So I hope that they can explain it more, but if they don't, the time travel makes no goddamn sense.
I kind of understood it until the Russo brothers said something about it.
Like they recently said like the Captain America at the end is a different, or he went into a different reality, like
or something like that.
Yeah.
If they didn't say anything,
that would-
I personally understood it, I guess, because I can see how they what they were thinking until they said that, which pissed me off.
yeah.
So
But I mean, Endgame, you have the climax, and you have Avengers Assemble, you have Captain America with the hammer. You have
Yeah, I remember this.
you have the memes.
Whole theater gave a standing ovation when that happened.
You can't blame.
Oh no, I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying that like it was an
Oh my
experience.
god, it was so amazing. Like I cheered. I was.
I lifted off my seat.
Bro, this man was levitating. You know the TikTok
I
where
was-
like,
Oh, the
hey,
SpongeBob?
oh.
The
I went like this, bro. I was like, no
I just saw his
way.
feet levitating. I thought he was getting possessed.
I was so hyped.
Oh my goodness! And then the I just love the meme. Impossible. It's the meme.
I think my favorite Endgame meme or Thanos meme in general is the one where he's just like, I have to break your neck. It's just it's the only thing. I don't know. I just love the way he says that.
But this put a
This
smile on my
My
face.
face. Yeah,
I
you've
think-
been
I
watching
think-
that one guy in TikTok who does that meme.
Yeah, but I made a TikTok of that too.
Yeah.
But,
I
oh my
think
God.
I think my favorite Thanos meme. It's not from Endgame, but it's just like
Infinity War? Or is
no. It's like fine. I'll do it
Oh,
myself.
fine, I'll do it myself. And then you have Spider-Verse, which I cannot wait for the sequel.
That's right. There's a sequel.
It's coming out in 2022, and you have this movie where I wasn't gonna expect it to be anything because I was like, oh, an animated Spider-Man, and then I went to go see it, and I was like, bruh, that movie was fucking wild. I love it. The soundtrack is fucking amazing. I cannot wait for the sequel soundtrack, and you're committing suicide over there. You're debating whether you should do it or not. I mean, I love the movie. I mean, I was never there in the theater with you guy when he fucking started dying laughing at Kingpin. I wish I was. I wish I was there in that moment.
It was
I
just-
wish I could have experienced that for myself.
It's just Wilson Fisk's face, and then it like pans out.
It's a whole crowd of people.
and I just hear Nicky fucking.
Bro, I just my dolphin laugh. I just started doing that like hardcore.
and
like
everyone-
remember 2 weeks ago when we were laughing about the hit the quad thing? That was my laugh in the theater.
hit the quad.
Bro, but it was only him laughing.
Exactly,
too,
like
so-
it's a serious scene. He walks up, covers the screen. All you hear is,
I go, and then I think a few people started dying because I was dying laughing.
I wish I was.
You
there.
were dying
I
because
wish I was there.
I
at that
think
moment.
No,
he
'cause-
laughed. I think he laughed as hard as he did because we hyped it up so much.
Oh
no,
my God.
and it was worth the hype. He goes, Nicky. He goes, do you want me to show you an image of Wilson Fisk? I'm like, no. I want to see it. He goes, okay, bro, just be prepared. You're not ready for it. Dude, this man his head was in the center of his body. His shoulders were like 3 feet above him.
How does he fuck? How does he fuck?
Never mind, how does he wipe? That's a more important question.
Yo, how big is his shit?
He has minions.
Oh my fucking
He
god.
just uses the minions
Oh
as,
no.
as like a
no.
little sponge.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I love the movie. There's so many great things. It's. I wish I was there, bro. I wish I was there in that moment. Oh my goodness. The many things that I regret in my life, and that's not going. I don't know why. Maybe I was working at night. Maybe.
I think you might have been working.
I think I might have been
You were still
working.
working at Sonic
Yeah,
at the
so
time.
I might have been working, but goddamn, because I already saw the movie with you before. You just went to go see the movie with them. Goddamn. You compose
Okay.
yourself, okay?
Okay.
Anyways. No, not even that. Not even that. Ready? Just slow.
I'm gonna pass away. Okay.
R.I.P.
Okay. So
Oh my goodness.
I'll say this.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, are you?
Out of all like modern movies, at least when it comes to superhero movies, these are definitely the most memeable. Into the Spider-Verse and Endgame.
Oh,
There's
fuck
so many
yes.
quotable
Fuck yes.
lines. So many memes came from these movies. So that's what definitely adds a +1 for me. I would say, obviously, I think better storyline would be Endgame because it's part of a bigger MCU series. But I will say the movie that's more aesthetically pleasing visually would definitely be Into the Spider-Verse because some of
I
those
agree.
shots, bro, are amazing,
Fucking
dude.
amazing.
Colors.
Like
The colors.
The colors.
it was
Endgame
weird
had some
because for
colors, though.
some reason, even though I'm not as big into Spider-Man as I was when I was younger, for some reason it was almost like not aesthetic, nostalgic for me in a way, because I was watching a Spider-Man movie in theaters, and it just reminded me of when I was like 7 going to see like Spider-Man 3 in theaters, and it was just like in a way kind of nostalgic for me. It was like wow, it was cool, Spider-Man.
I forget at the beginning. I forget at the beginning of Spider-Verse when he's playing through when each character is introduced, they go through a timeline, and they did the scene. I don't know which Spider-Man it was. Was it Fat Spider-Man or was it the normal Spider-Man? Where they did the exact same thing, and I did this thing, and he starts dancing down the street.
That's the original. The
original one. Oh my
yeah.
goodness, I love it that they called back to all those things. But
Yeah,
continue.
and I love how like each Spider-Man, like you had Spider-Pig, Wasn't there like one from like
Noir.
a comic book, like black and white?
Noir,
Spider-Man?
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah,
Spider
him.
Noir.
Yeah, Spider Noir.
Nicolas Cage.
I thought it was really interesting how they had all different backgrounds. The colors were absolutely amazing, and both were very fun movies to watch. But Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse was like a really cool movie with like a very very cool and unique. Well, maybe not unique, but yeah, unique ending where it's like they all go into back their little worlds. Type beat. I keep saying type beat. And what? Oh, and then like, is this the movie where after the credits they do the Spider-Man meme?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because
Okay, yeah.
Miguel 2049.
Yeah.
2099
goes back or goes.
I
in
think
time.
that topped it off for me
That-
too.
that was probably
that
the-
meme was fucking amazing.
That was the
I
icing
love
on the cake too, definitely. And so now Endgame, again, I think better storyline, obviously better action because it's a more of a serious movie. I would say there was more elements of comedy in Into the Spider-Verse. Granted, there were some funny parts in Endgame, like the one scene where like they go back in time and then you just see Hulk absolutely decimating a car, and then the modern Hulk with like the glasses on, he's like, I'm not like that anymore.
Or like Fat Thor.
Yeah, Fat Thor. Oh, he's like on like he's like talking to that guy online.
My favorite
What was the guy's name online?
New
Do you remember?
Master 69.
Yeah.
Oh, Thor, New Master 69. New Master, how are you? It's been so long. Listen, if you don't stop, you did the exact same thing in the we created memes. Like, if you don't,
So I got that gut. I got that dad bod
my
for
favorite
it.
joke in Endgame was fucking when they're all gathering to talk about the stones. And they need to talk about the reality stone, the red infinity stone. And so the only person that's been encountered to it is Thor. And so the camera pans to Thor, and he's just sitting there in a chair with the shades on, his beard in his hand, and everyone's like, well, I think he's dead. I'm sorry, that was the best thing in the movie. He's just sitting there sleeping. And like, I think he's dead. I'm sorry, I can't.
No, it's fine. Surprisingly, I actually didn't cry at the ending of Endgame when spoiler Iron Man dies. It was sad, but again, I didn't have that much of a connection to this series because I had only ever watched like this, Civil War, and
You watched Civil War?
no. Yeah, I watched Civil War. It was weird. I was at Miguel's house. We were having like a party. We all watched it together.
Oh my god, I remember that.
Yeah, it was like about a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
So I watched it then, and I watched Thor Ragnarok. You showed me that.
That was after. But
Yeah, that was after. So I've seen multiple movies, but I still, as someone who wasn't a fan, I was still blown away by how good of a movie Endgame was. And I will agree, the only criticism was the whole timeline thing. Mm-hmm. It is pretty confusing.
Yeah.
So, but if the Russo brothers or if the next movie explains it better, then
the Loki TV series, like apparently, like
Coming out June 6th.
Yeah, so
June
that
9th,
will
one of those two.
hopefully explain it because it's the time police. But
yes.
Miguel, these two movies, talk.
Go.
I just want to say really quick that Spider-Man. Okay. Spider-Verse is arguably
Your
the
favorite.
best animated movie I've ever seen in my life. No, it is the best animated movie I've ever seen in my life. But it's for me, it's arguably the best animated movie ever. So Spider-Man's my favorite superhero of all time because I grew up on Spider-Man. Like I had those like web shooter things and stuff like that.
Oh my goodness.
With like
I
the
had
silly
those.
string kind of things
God.
coming
Yeah.
up.
I had every
So-
single kind. Oh my
I
God.
love those.
I like more like his storyline, Miles Morales, and I think the icing on the cake was the Spider-Man meme, the Spider-Man 2099.
Wilson Fisk.
Wilson Fisk. I like how they did the villains too.
Oh yeah, he's still dying. It was 3 years
I've never
ago.
seen a character design like that before.
It's amazing.
It's like Gru, but if he was like 800 pounds extra and his head was just like, all right, we're gonna migrate south, right?
We're gonna migrate south.
Anyways, I'm sorry.
I think, although I wish I saw a little bit more of.
No, I'm good. No, I don't know why.
He's not.
I'm trying not to laugh, Joe. Stop.
Anyways, I wish I saw a little bit.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the meme where I remember seeing this meme, and it's like, how does Wilson Fisk fucking wipe his ass? And there's like different variations of how he could do it. I don't remember where I saw this meme.
Is it like the panel where it's like 1, 2, 3? It's like 1 through 9.
It was like different variations. I'm like, oh my god. I just remember that.
I'm crying.
Oh, I wish I could find it, but God, I've been here for years.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
trying not to interrupt, but I get the giggles right now.
He's trying to look for it.
Just don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Don't look at me, I'm sterile.
All right, continue.
Okay.
Just don't
You guys can have a minute.
No, I'm good.
Are we
I'm
good?
good.
Are we
I'm
good?
good. I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. I just wish I saw a little bit more of like the original Spider-Man, but besides that, I'm fine.
Nicky, are you okay?
Don't look at me.
But you're covering your face. Though.
Try not to laugh.
Oh, my God.
Endgame was a movie theater experience.
Yes.
I'm glad
I will.
went
I
to it
will
with you.
fucking say that.
I think even I clapped when the.
Did people stand? Because I know you didn't see it like debut. You saw it like a few weeks after.
Yeah, I think about a few weeks after. Yeah, there was like a standing ovation. that
Really?
happened. Well,
Even-
not like the whole. I should rephrase what I said a minute ago. Not the whole theater, but there were like.
No,
You could
when
tell
I-
like the handful of diehard fans were like.
When me and Miguel when I went to go see my second time, and that was his first
Like it was
time.
an Oscar speech.
Even the second time, I was excited. I got goosebumps.
I mean, I clapped too because like I understood that only very few people could have the power for Thor's hammer. And to see the Captain America had that, I was like, that's pretty cool. So yeah.
Still gives me chills. Ooh.
Endgame was a movie experience, movie theater experience. You cannot experience that at home.
I will
Yeah,
never,
you.
never
Nowhere
again.
else.
Never
It's
again.
one of those movies where you have to see it in theater, even if it's like at a drive-in or something. Still, when they play it, you got to see it in some kind of theater.
Yeah, like when I show my kids these series, and then I'm gonna be like in my 40s still clapping. Like
You're gonna make your own little home theater at your house.
I would love. Oh my, I would
I
love
would
to
do
have
that.
a home like
Hell yeah.
theater. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, as my only gripe with Endgame was the timeline. When the Russo brothers said that. Before
Yeah.
that, I was fine with it.
Even still, I was still.
I was
fucking-
still iffy. Not as much as Gian, obviously, but
Just makes no sense.
I understood it. But
They were inspired by Christopher Nolan.
Bro,
I think-
even Christopher Nolan's like, what?
He's like, hold up. If that's where you got the idea for Tenet.
It makes Tenet look like a child's play.
Really?
I'm kidding.
I was about to say.
I'm excited to look forward to the next Avengers movie and stuff
Or
like
any
that.
Marvel.
Yeah, any Marvel.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Because isn't the Avengers like isn't that like that universe over with?
No,
Like
the
that-
Infinity
well,
Saga. is-
Infinity
Saga.
Saga.
But
yeah.
the-
So there's no more Infinity Stones, but there's more storylines to
Right,
go
so
through.
that saga's over, but like the MCU's still gonna go
Oh,
on.
it's
So,
still
yeah,
going on for years and
Who knows?
things are
how
just
long.
getting started.
At this
Probably.
point, yeah. Kevin Feige sitting on billions of dollars right now. But like, ugh. Are we ready to decide?
No.
This is actually a tougher one for me. I think I know what I want to vote for. Anyone want to go first?
No, you go first.
Okay, well, aesthetically pleasing, again, Spider-Verse is better. But like the one that had the better storyline and better scenes, I would say was probably Endgame.
The movie. I love Spider-Verse because that like excuse me, warms my heart. But Endgame, when I was rewatching the MCU during like I don't know, it was like December, or like January, and I got to Endgame and Infinity War, I was like, bro, like that still is. After seeing it so many times, I still love it, even though I have gripes with it.
My only
'Cause
gripe would
it
be
is-
the
it is-
timeline thing.
Yeah, because as a movie, Endgame is like a 75 out of 100. But as a movie, a movie experience, it is a 95 out of 100. That I will never ever experience again. Like if I could go back in time and see movies for the first time, Endgame would be up there. Like,
I think I'm gonna have to go Endgame.
God damn it.
I think Endgame. I think I like it just that much more than Spider-Verse.
Miguel, do you want to go? Or do you want me to say?
You go first.
This is a tough one for you. This is wow.
Because I mean, Endgame.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, you're gonna go Spider-Verse or?
No, I was gonna go Endgame.
Oh, okay, all right.
Okay.
All right, so Endgame wins.
Well, Endgame is gonna.
I don't think my mic heard me. I'm going Endgame.
Oh,
All
okay.
right.
I didn't see it on the thing.
No, you good. You good.
So Endgame will have to go up against Inception.
oh fuck.
So now we're gonna do the last one: The Prestige versus Empire Strikes Back.
All right.
So
Jeff.
I'll go first.
All right.
All right.
I'm gonna be honest. I've only seen both of these movies like a few times. Not
surprised for Star Wars, but
well. The thing with me and Star Wars is that for the originals, I can't exactly remember like which one is which because I haven't seen them that many times.
Do you remember
But-
which one Empire Strikes Back is?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But it's the one where Han Solo gets frozen, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I do know what.
I love you. I know.
Improv.
I was gonna say Star Wars Episode 5 is a classic. It's definitely one of my favorites up there with Revenge of the Sith.
What's better for you?
I'm gonna say Revenge of the Sith.
Is it because of Padme?
I cried.
I did too. Listen, again, having a huge crush on Natalie Portman at the time, seeing her die away like that brought me to tears.
But I
will say as a movie, I
the
think
death-
Empire Strikes
But like
Back.
I
I'm
didn't.
not-
Episode 5 did not get me like emotional as episode 3.
Yeah, but like the way that she died, I'm sorry, I couldn't.
It doesn't.
It makes no sense.
It does not matter.
She pops out the babies and then.
Well, yeah, I don't know how dying from giving birth works, but I don't think it's like that.
I
Again, I don't
like
know.
that.
But anyway.
She's lost. No, ready? The robot. What's happening to her? She's lost her will to live. What?
Oh, is that what he said?
That's what the robot says to Obi-Wan.
Well, I thought it was that Palpatine took her life force or something to save Anakin. That's what I heard.
But why wouldn't they show it though?
I don't
know.
I haven't seen the movie in
Continue.
years.
But
Nope.
you gotta remind me, because I'm going through the timelines. I just can't remember.
So
Star
basically, mainly let me test my trivia
Ooh,
knowledge.
okay.
So basically, Empire Strikes Back. It's the one where Luke goes to the planet where Yoda is. I forget the name of that.
Dagobah.
Okay.
Dagobah.
So I definitely like the little like arc with Yoda, as well as him telling him not to go, and he goes anyway.
Yoda,
and then I am your father. Yep.
Yep,
So-
that's where he
Okay.
gets his hand cut off.
Or do not.
Yep.
Um,
and then that's also when Han Solo and Leia go to see that one of his friends.
Calrissian, Lando.
Lando, and
Yep.
then they get caught.
Yep, and then Darth Vader's there.
And then what? That sets up. No, because never mind. That's
Well,
in
it
between.
kind of ends on a. Well, I mean, when it came out, it ended on a cliffhanger because he has his hand chopped off. I mean, Harrison Ford originally wanted Han Solo to die in that, but because he was also going to do Raiders of the Lost Ark. Raiders of the Lost Ark. But George Lucas, well, one of the writers and George Lucas had some ideas, and so he was brought back into it. But
Do you want me to go for the Prestige?
Yeah, you're already on it. Yeah.
So, the Prestige was also a mindfuck because it's by Christopher Nolan. At this point,
At this point, what are you doing?
point,
What are you doing?
Like you gotta expect going in to like have
you better be.
like
You have to have a second set of brains.
get ready to like not know how to think for like the next 2 hours.
2 hours, 2 weeks.
If you want to see like physical sparks pop out of your head, watch The Prestige.
Oh my
But
goodness.
I just think the twists and the and just this whole storyline, like you do not know what's coming whatsoever.
You don't.
At like you think what's gonna happen doesn't, and it's just like, oh, go ahead.
Also, the dedication to magic, dude. The things that they do just to keep the trick, the prestige of the whole set, just to keep that like alive, well, fresh. You know, make everyone go, wow. It's like, what the fuck?
And that's exactly what the fucking movie did.
Yeah, and I think the best thing about me watching the movie, I've seen it. I think I've probably seen like 5 or 6 times, maybe. I probably I don't watch.
It's one of those movies you gotta see more than once. I've only seen it
Oh
once.
yeah,
though.
but like you watching. I remember seeing. It was like in January 2020, and then I remember it was right before we started officially the movie bracket. And then I just love your reaction because at the end when he drops when he says abracadabra and he gets hung and then you see the ball roll, he gets shot, and then throughout the entire thing and then Christian Bale reveals the hat and then Nicky's jaw is like,
okay.
he goes, hold up.
You can't see it, but my living room is right behind where Miguel is. I was laying down on that couch right there. When that happened, I literally sprung up. I said, hold up a minute.
He goes, hold up.
I said, stock image referee photo, timeout. What the fuck?
Like your heart's racing. Like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. Did you have more to say? I'm sorry.
No, that's it.
That's it. Okay.
I wanted you to continue. Anyways.
All right. Do you want me to go next?
Which one? Do you want me to?
Yeah, I'll go next.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, so I'll start off with The Prestige now that we're on the topic. So The Prestige, again, is a mindfuck, but it is absolutely brilliant. Even though it can get confusing at times because, you know, Christopher Nolan loves to do the time jumps. Once you get, like, a consistent flow, like, oh, okay, so when he's on the train, that was years before. And then, you know, he meets Nikola Tesla, played by David Bowie, and very well done, may I say. Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Once you get, like, a flow of the movie, you're like, okay, all right, you know, it's a little confusing, but I get it, and it flows. And... okay, so again, when it comes to movies, I'm not good with remembering names. I can remember plot, but I'm not good with names. The ending scene where you find out that Christian Bale's character's right-hand man did so much dedication. Fallon actually cut off part of one of his fingers just so he could exactly replicate Christian. What the hell's his name in the movie? Christian Bale's character. You know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. So. And.
Fuck.
I don't.
Oh my god, I should know this.
Yeah.
I know Fallon. I'm having a brain fart.
Look it up.
Yeah, IMDb. Hold on. Oh my god, I'm gonna like, cause I know the great Danton is fucking Hugh Jackman. Alfred Borden.
Alfred.
And then Robert Angier, the great Dan.
So his name was Alfred.
Yep, Alfred.
Okay.
Alfred.
Alfred. All right, so Alfred, right? And then you had Fallon, who was his right-hand man. And it shows that at the end of the movie that they would literally switch roles like every other day.
Mm-hmm.
And then, he even cut off one of his fingers like Alfred did just to replicate him, because once they put on the makeup and stuff, they look exactly alike in the movie. And you never realize this until once they expose that. When Alfred's wife says, "You don't mean it today," when he would say, "I love you," you'd realize,
Not today.
that wasn't Alfred. That was Fallon.
Well,
and then,
I didn't realize it at that moment.
You didn't realize it until after when
Then
you find out
yeah.
they're twins.
That's what I'm saying. Like at the end of the movie, when he kind of exposes that he did that, that's when you're like, that's what the wife meant when she was like, "You don't love me. You don't mean it today," because it wasn't Alfred. It was Fallon at that time. So it's like,
And everything just comes to a close.
and it's just like these people literally sacrificed their lives, their family, just to keep the trick up. The third step of a magic trick is called the prestige. It's like Michael Caine explains at the beginning of the movie. Michael Caine, in every Christopher Nolan movie.
He's in everyone.
He's in every one. He's the Godfather of Christopher Nolan movies. He's like the OG. He's just the Santa Claus of Christopher Nolan movies. And that's a good thing, though. I do love me some Michael Caine. So the dedication to that movie is insane. And yeah.
Star Wars now.
So, and now Empire Strikes Back. So obviously Empire Strikes Back is a classic. It's easily, I haven't even seen the rest of all the movies, but I know for a fact it's going to be one of my favorites. I already like it better than any of the prequels. I liked it better than The Force Awakens. And yeah, even though at the time it was like CGI, 1980s. I think even
for 1980.
For 1980, I think it's still pretty damn
a lot
good.
of it
I don't
just-
think it's bad in the
A lot of it was also drawings, right?
Drawings and then like real life props and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
so it's like, that's impressive, the fact that they use all these different techniques to get it. So I respect it, and I really do admire it. Storyline is very fun to watch. It's very cool how you have, I like a good movie that has like different storylines going on. You got the Han Solo and Princess Leia stuff going on. They're flirting back and forth here and there. And then you got Luke, going to see Yoda. And I'm sorry, I love saying Yoda like that. At Dagobah. And again, Yoda's a lot more comedical than in the prequels. He's more serious in the prequels with like Anakin and stuff. I guess, once Anakin became Darth Vader, he kind of just said, "Fuck it. Funny, I will.
Stand up, I must. Stand up.
And
So two Jedis walk into a bar.
horsecock they have.
I don't know why you sound like Kermit.
Yeah. Kermit.
Speaking goody Kermit.
Dude, what's with green characters having froggy voices? That's interesting. But anyway, so, and then of course there's a scene at the end where Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader fight. Again, one of the most iconic villains in any movie in cinema history. He's not like intimidating or as scary as like maybe someone like Terrence Fletcher or Heath Ledger, but he's an icon, hands down. The costume, the way he walks, his voice lines. How he doesn't give a fuck if one of his commanders doesn't do what he says. Death to you, kind of type beat.
Death to you.
Yeah. The fight scene at the end where he cuts off Luke's hand, pretty damn good. I'd say pretty well done, even in the 80s. And then, of course, I am your father.
No!
That's impossible!
Impossible!
It's funny to think that that's the same guy who does the pleasure of Joker. So
It's impossible, Bats! Get used to it, kiddo.
But, so I thought a very well-made movie, and again, a classic. So that's all I gotta say about that.
Well, I mean, we've probably summed up a lot, so I'll quickly go. Empire Strikes Back is my favorite Star Wars movie of all time, hands down. It is awesome. It is amazing. It is by far the best. I think it's well shot. I think it's well written.
Mm-hmm.
Acting is, for an 80s movie, I mean, for a space movie, it's freaking great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not Leonardo DiCaprio or anything, but it is still very good. And it's just Star Wars. And yeah, the prequels, meh. And then you have Rise of Skywalker.
Revenge of the Sith was a good prequel.
It was a good prequel.
It was the best prequel.
Yeah.
The best.
Hands down.
Best prequel.
Attack of the Clones was alright.
No, the Attack of the Clones is dog shit. I don't even want to argue.
It goes 3, 1, 2 for me.
Okay. All right.
Okay, yeah. And then The Force Awakens was great. Last Jedi I thought was good. And then Rise of Skywalker, I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But I love the Star Wars universe, and so I will always go back to this as my favorite movie. Now,
Again, I was pretty surprised to find out that the old ones were PG. That's it. Not even
I
PG-13.
know, like that was considered the darkest Star Wars movie too.
Yeah.
So and then The Prestige. My boy Christopher Nolan. And after I saw Interstellar and Inception, I'm like, oh, what's this movie, The Prestige? Oh, I hope it's okay. Oh my fucking god.
How old are you when you watched that first time?
18.
Oh, okay. I thought you were.
No.
Well, I've seen it before you.
Yeah, I watched it. Oh no, maybe I watched it early. Well, I watched Interstellar, then I watched I might have been 17.
Did
or
your
18.
brain decide to have like a coma stroke when it?
Bro, I don't even because I was on the path of just watching these movies and like The Prestige was in the path and I was like, fuck it, let's watch it. And my fucking god, I love it. And every time I watch it, I learn something new. And when I watched it, so you know how the wife is the end, but right before she's gonna kill herself. She's talking to Borden. And she goes, "I know what you are.
Right.
I know
She killed herself.
I know where you are. I know what you're doing." I realized that at that moment, obviously Christopher Nolan didn't want to say like, "Oh, she knew everything," but she knew that he was working with his twin, doing this back and forth. And when she said that, I'm like, because when I rewatched it, like when I watch it, I go, oh, I didn't catch that. So when she's talking about, and whenever you rewatch it, she's going, I know where you are, I know what you're doing. I believe she's referring to the fact that he's doing this act, going back and forth after she finds out that, he doesn't love her enough. And then she realizes that like, it's not her homeboy. And then she go.
Never realized that actually. I didn't
So
think about that.
yes,
Wow.
but like every time you watch a movie, I just love it. Like the ending always gives me goosebumps, especially when I see people who have never seen it before, and it's just so awesome.
And then you have me like jumping off the couch, like,
you're
wait a
hold on a
minute.
second, I gotta put my gears in. It's
Yeah.
so awesome. I love it, and just the ending, just like the final words, like you want to be fooled, and then just ends.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I love it.
Yeah.
So I summed it up because we already talked about it.
Yeah.
But The Prestige.
I have to go the Prestige as
You
well.
think? Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna go Prestige as well. Anyway.
Really? All right. Wow, we are actually all agreed on same
Yeah.
ones today.
So,
Again, Empire Strikes Back, a classic,
Oh.
but what I think is the better made movie, what I enjoy overall, both Prestige.
Yeah.
I think so.
So-
Just because like once you get it, it's really like you're really into it.
Yeah, once the ending comes, you're like, this movie just became one of the best movies I've seen in a while. So The Prestige will go up against Shawshank Redemption.
That's kind of.
All right, and then we only have two more matchups.
What's the other matchup again?
Um,
Endgame versus.
so
Oh, you're not ready for
Endgame versus Inception, and then we got to do Saving Private Ryan versus The Matrix, and then Interstellar versus 1917, and then
Saving
we're down to round
Private-
2, and then moving on to round 3.
What's versus 1917?
Interstellar.
Interstellar.
So I want to rewatch that again because I love that movie.
I gotta
so
rewatch that
I'll
movie too,
rewatch
yeah.
it with you. But all right.
That's all we got today, folks. Yeah, that's all, folks. Thank you all for watching.
That's all for now. I'll just leave.
We got.
Okay, are you having a stroke?
we have you ever had a dream that
Do you ever have a dream
that you want it though it does like that?
It does like
Yeah,
that. Motorcycle.
motorcycle. All right. Well, anyway, thank you all for watching. We are
Out of time.
impulsive.
We are.
Oh,
Not like Jake Paul,
my
though.
God.
Not like Jake Paul, though.
I was thinking about it, right? They have 3 guests on their show as well. They have George, they have Logan, and then they have Mike. And I was thinking, I'm like, they sit like the same way I do. They have like the way we do. They have one guy over there, which is George. He kind of has like the same skin complexion as you, but he's white though. And then there's Logan, the blonde hair white guy.
Blue
And then
eyes.
there's Mike. And I'm thinking to myself, fuck, I don't want to be Mike on that. Son of a bitch. He's like one of those guys where like he changes depending on whoever's in the room. One of those kind of guys. I was like, I'd rather be Logan at that point. Fuck it, because at least I'm like good looking. No homo.
Okay. Okay.
So thank you. So George, before we end this, do you have any final words you want to say
Yeah.
to the impulsive crew?
Yep. Got your hat.
Ooh.